Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest edition of Jimmy Talks with your host, Jimmy. First, I'd like to say Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and Merry Christmas to everybody. It is the holiday season, a time to usually reflect and give thanks. And I know a lot of you are like, reflect on what? This shitty 2020? Give thanks for what in this shitty 2020? And I understand that. That's a total valid point, right? I mean, look, I live in California. I haven't worked since March 13th. That's right. And sometimes we start the economy back up and then we shut it down. And then we start it back up and then we shut it down. It's like a big game of red light, green light. I hate red light, green light. So I get that there's probably nothing in 2020 that we can all rally around and give thanks. But I bet if we try and if we think really hard, there's got to be something. So, I mean, look. Because of 2020, we got to spend way more quality time with our families in isolation. And yeah, I probably can't get a lot of people to rally behind that. So scratch that. We're not going to give thanks for that. Babies. Yes, everybody likes a baby, especially if it's not yours. And I'm sure there was some babies born this year, right? And think about what a hard life they're going to have. Like every time they have to give their date of birth, they're going to get side eyes and eye rolls and stupid comments like, oh, don't remind me, 2020, whoa. Right? That's going to be a heavy cross to bear. So I guess babies are a little too vague of a thing for all of us to get behind. Here's something we all can get behind to give thanks for 2020. I don't know if you remember, but about 8 months ago, yep, that's a long time, we were sent a letter. That's right, from our government. Saying, hey, we're thinking about you. Thank you. We care about you. Whoa, awesome. And we are sorry about this economic shutdown. Oh, thanks, man. I just needed to hear that somebody cared. But they didn't stop there. No, they sent us a check. That's right. They sent us a check for $1,200. And I know some of you are thinking, hey man, $1,200, what is that? That doesn't help me. That doesn't pay one of my bills. And to you, I say, shut up, you 80%ers. Right? Because for some people, I'm sure it helped a lot. Like I'm guessing in places like Maine, Montana, and like Mississippi, that's like generational wealth, right? They're all like, what are we gonna do with all this money? We gotta set up a trust fund, right? So, I mean, I'm sure it all balances out in the great scheme of things, right? I mean, look, I don't know what your letter said, but I don't even know if you took the time to read it. But at the very bottom of mine, it says in California, it says, P.S. If you live in California, this is basically just weed money. Sounds about right. So the government knew what it was doing. And I don't know how you were raised. I was raised that it's not the size of the gift, it's the thought that counts. So 8 months ago, that's right, 8 months ago, our government was thinking about us. Not too shabby. I also hear that there's rumblings that there might be another check. That's right. $600. I know, it's not as much as $1,200. They don't think about it as much as they did 8 months ago. But hey, I could use some more weed money. Couldn't you? Mele Kaliki Maka. Wash your hands. Right? We're still washing our hands? Yes, I think so. Happy New Year.